I met Teju at an event. I met her on the Nagins, and everything's fine between me and Teju. There's no animosity whatsoever. And I think she's Karan's girlfriend, and I have to respect her also. Not because I'm just respecting she's Karan's girlfriend, but she's Karan's girlfriend. But for me, she's done nothing personally bad to me. And in this show, मैं सब लड़ाई करते हैं, यार. I have nothing against Teju at all. See, I think Bigg Boss was a turning point in my life for the public. Like when I was in Bigg Boss, I was obviously there to be part of the show, and obviously तकदीर आपके हाथ में होती है. So I feel obviously जो आप show में करते हैं वो ही आप लोगों को दिखाएंगे. What gave me my fame is Bigg Boss in this country, so I'll never disregard that. So I've always been loyalist because जो मुझे दिया है इतना तो मैं इसको कैसे मना करूंगा. So I just think that बुलाएंगे, if they need my help, they want me to go on the show, I'll always be ready for Bigg Boss.
Hello and welcome to News 18 Showsha. I am Chirag, Sehgal, and our guest today is somebody who has become a household name over last 1 year. First with Bigg Boss and now with Khatron Ke Khiladi. Please welcome Rajiv Adatia. Thank you so much, Rajiv, for joining us.
Hi, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Rajiv, like I said, you have become a household name, especially in last 1 year with Bigg Boss, Khatron Ke Khiladi. While people know about your stint in these shows, they don't know much about your background. Do you want to take this opportunity to tell us all?
Yeah, so basically I am from London, obviously. I think everyone knows that. And I have a business in London. I have a web company in London, and I used to, when I was young, and I used to do a lot of shows with a lot of big celebrities and singers all across the UK. Born and grew up in London, studied, educated, everything there like normal. Did acting also over there. So I think I was always behind the camera, doing a lot of things behind the camera. और जब मुझे बिग बॉस का ऑफर आया था लास्ट ईयर, तो मैं काफी सालों से मना कर रहा था. ये साल मतलब ये लोगों ने कन्विंस कर दिया कि आपको घर में जाना ही है. तो ऐसे चलो जाते हैं. But yeah, born and bred in London, and my family is all in London. My whole family is in London, like mom, sister, brother, extended, everyone's in London.
While most of us know about your relationship with the Shetty family, we have also seen glimpses of your bond with, say, Neetu Kapoor, Parineeti Chopra. Do you want to share more about that?
Neetu auntie has been a very close family friend for very many years, and the Kapoors in general are very, very close to me, and I've had a very good relationship with the Rishi uncle also. Rishi uncle was alive, and it's been very supportive, they're just like family, very, very supportive, and very happy of my success, and they was very vocal about the happiness of my success, which I'm very happy about. But it was very, very close, like literally like family, and they're great support system to have.
But how did you make your way to the stardom? Like to Bigg Boss also, like you said, they have been approaching you for several years now. But how did you make your way to the stardom?
See, I've always known people in the industry. I've always known majority of the industry because, I've worked with so many actors and so many producers and so many directors for the last 15 years. I've always given them work, given them events, given them things abroad, endorsements and stuff. So I've always known the actors very personally and the producers and the head of channel. So they always knew my personality. My thing was I was not ready to come in front of the camera because I was too busy in London, and to do that in India, you have to come to India, make that shift and be here, which I was not prepared to do at that time because my mom's alone. My father died when I was very young. So, I didn't want to leave my mom alone for too long, and I didn't know how it would be, coming here permanently, like for like a year or two, whatever. So I was not ready to make that shift. So once, and they kept on asking me, they knew my character, who I was, how funny I was. So they kept on asking, come, the world is to see you this. When I got offered Bigg Boss, and the reaction I got from Bigg Boss, I mean, people, even Neetu auntie was saying, Rajiv, you're born to do this, because we all knew how funny you were, but we're just so happy that the world has seen it and have embraced you with it. And honestly, I thought Bigg Boss jaunga, 2 hafte mein nikal jaunga bahar. That's honestly what I thought. I didn't realize that long. I didn't realize Khatron would happen. I didn't realize the storm of love I would get from around India, and honestly, it's very overwhelming because मुझे इतना अच्छा लगा कि एक जो Indian है, मैं Indian हूँ, my roots are from India obviously, but मैं London में brought up हुआ हूँ, and it's so nice to see that they've accepted somebody who's maybe not born here, still Indian, but not born in India, and they accepted me so gracefully, and that's very heartwarming thing.
But when people say that Bigg Boss is the turning point in your life, do you agree?
See, I think Bigg Boss was a turning point in my life for the public. Like when I was in Bigg Boss, I was obviously there to be part of the show, and obviously तकदीर आपके हाथ में होती है. तो I feel obviously जो आप show में करते हैं वो ही आप लोगों को दिखाएंगे. लोग कहते हैं कि scripted है, ये अच्छा उसने ये edit किया था, ये सच में नहीं दिखाया था. There's only so much you can fake in the house. I mean, I am a very pro supporter of the channel because I feel that the channel honestly, without seeing it, only shows what you're giving. Like if I see anything towards them editing or doing it in a different way, I want to see, but what actually happened in the house is what they're showing. So तकदीर आपके हाथ में होती है, जो आप हो वही दिखाएंगे आप लोगों को, दर्शकों को. तो I think it was a great turning point in my life because I got love for just being me, and there's no better love than that, for being in a reality show and being loved for just being you, not a character on screen. You know.
And we know that Bigg Boss 16 is coming soon now. If invited, will you be a part of the show again?
See, I'm a loyalist to Big Boss. Big Boss is something which I've always, my mother's always told me. I think my family's always told me that whatever gives you bread and butter, you should always respect that. Even though I have a business in London, what gave me my fame is Big Boss in this country. So I'll never disregard that. So I've always been loyalist because जो मुझे दिया है इतना तो मैं इसको कैसे मना करूँगा. So I just think that बुलाएंगे, if they need my help, they want me to go on the show, I'll always be ready for Big Boss. Because that is for me, that was my शुरुआत. तो कभी मना नहीं कर सकता उसको, because of Big Boss लोग मुझे जाने ना, तो obviously be very loyal to them. So they want me, I'll definitely go for them. But let's see. Nothing's happened, no talks have happened, but kabhi bhi, Big Boss is always open on the cards, I'm sure.
And recently you impressed everyone with Khatron Ke Khiladi journey, but you got eliminated during the semi-finale week. When you're so close to the trophy, does it hurt the elimination?
It hurt me at all. मेरे बहुत खुश था मैं निकल गया. देखो मुझे finale stunt, देखो, I knew how intensive finale stunts were, and to be honest with you, I didn't realize with the Ticking show में, I just thought यार मेरा तो जट पता नहीं क्या होगा मेरे साथ. And I understand comedy is a very big part, but honestly they don't go in that आप content दे रहे हो, आप तो रहना है show में. नहीं, ऐसे कुछ नहीं होता. You have to do the stunts. And मैंने stunts किया, काफी perform किया. But I was very happy कि मैं semi-finale तक पहुंच गया, because एक stereotype बन गया था कि only muscle people, fit people जीत सकते हैं ये show, वो जा सकते हैं आगे. मैंने एक बहुत बड़ा stereotype तोड़ा है कि ये नहीं है. Actually कोई भी जा सकते है. एक mind game है जो आपको mind को overcome करना है. And I just think generally, I went to the show, and semi-finales is a big thing for me, but more than that, trophy or no trophy, मुझे trophy को भी पढ़ा नहीं था ना, मुझे Big Boss में trophy उठाना था, because I just felt, many people are more deserving than I am. But my trophy was winning people's hearts. So when I go on the streets and people say how much they love me in the show, and जितना प्यार मुझे बार वो मेरे सबसे बड़ा trophy है. Trophy तो एक metal piece है कि मैंने show जीत लिया, पर आप किसी का दिल नहीं जीते तो आप trophy नहीं जीते. तो I feel that winning people's hearts is the biggest trophy.
कितने वीक्स का आप सोच के गए थे खतरों में कि okay, I'll be able to do at least these many weeks?
No, I didn't think like this many weeks. I just thought that I'll go with the process, see what's happening, see stunt by stunt क्या होते हैं. मेरा पहला stunt की डेमो कर रहे थे, मुझे वो ईडर था सबसे ज्यादा. So I think you're in that mindset, when you're in that mindset of doing this show. जब show खत्म हो गया वापस वो डर सब आ गए वापस. So I think in this show you're ready, you're mentally ready कि हाँ मुझे करना है, मुझे मेरे इज्जत की फालूदा ना बन जाए. मतलब मुझे बहुत चीजें है कि मतलब सबको प्रूव करना है, सबका मतलब जाने है, मतलब you're in that frame of mind कि आपको सबको प्रूव करना है कि आप भी कर सकते हैं. So I think I was taking each week as it came.
During in one of the other interviews, I was talking to one of the former contestants of Khatron Ke Khiladi, and he very clearly said that the show is not just about stunts but about content too. Do you agree? Do you think that winning stunts is not the only thing which will make you win the show?
I think any show is very boring. Just a stunt show be very boring. There has to be some aspect there. Some content is very important in any show, not just in Bigg Boss, not just Khatron, any show. And obviously, content is very, very important, of course, because people want to watch this show. There must be something exciting to watch. Yeah. And comedy is also one thing which is very important, but also, the stunts are very important. So I think anything, whether it's acting, whether it's any job, there's always bits and parts which need to be filled to make a show happen. So content is part of anything. So is the actual skill of the show. So everything. So I think it's a part of the show that needs to be there for sure.
But who do you think deserve to win Khatron Ke Khiladi season 12?
I think I deserve to win Khatron Ke Khiladi season 12. No, I think you'll see next week who has won, because the finale was yesterday. But for me, the top 5 were a good top 5. That's all I can say. The top 5 were deserving. I think they were very good to be there. And I think, honestly, this was the least abort season of history of Khatron Ke Khiladi. Itna kam abort so hai. So that just shows you how vigorously eager we were to go ahead. And we took every stunt very, very seriously. Everyone was deserving, but the top 5 also, I think, were the best top 5 for the show, I feel.
Yeah. One thing I really wanted to talk about it, since you're so close to the Shetty family, is about Shamita and Rakesh. They recently broke up. What do you think did not work well between the two?
See, I am not the one, but I cannot comment about this because it's not my relationship to talk about, and obviously it's a very private matter. So this question I can't answer.
So, Rajiv, before we wrap up, we have a small game with you. It's called Spill the Secrets. These are basically fan questions, and you'll have to answer them. A rapid fire round. When we told people that okay, we are going to have Rajiv's interview, hundreds of people asked us to ask you कि आपने बिग बॉस के बाद कितने थेपले बनाए?
बहुत सारे, हजारों नहीं हजारों, 100 बनाए मैं अभी तक.
Yeah. If you had to describe your Khatron Ke Khiladi journey in 3 words, how will you do it?
Roller coaster, amazing and extremely scary.
If you have to describe your Khatron Ke Khiladi co-stars in 1 word, how will you do it? I'll name these co-stars, participants, and you will have to describe. Rubina.
Extremely strong.
Nishant.
Nishant Nishant would be my partner in crime.
Tushar.
Tushar warrior.
Mohit.
Mohit is like what do you call him? A patthar, kya bolte wo? Lion with a cat's heart.
Faizu.
My brother.
And
my brother and a superstar.
And lastly, Prateek.
Prateek, I think, is Tom and Jerry. I'm Tom and he's Jerry. Or he's Jerry, I'm Tom. So yeah, that's his name.
Moving on to the next question. How will you describe your bond with Karan Kundra after Bigg Boss?
See, Karan, we know each other a long time, maybe 12, 13 years. And वही bond है मेरा Karan Kundra के साथ. मतलब अभी भी we're very close. अभी मिले थे मतलब 2-3 हफ्ते पहले before गणपति. अभी भी बात हुई when I go back to Bombay. तो I think we're very close. हमेशा हम भाई रहेंगे. मतलब जो bond हमने बनाए मैं उमर और करण ने शो में हमेशा रहेगा. I think lifelong रहेगा. And I am the kind of person that makes bonds and keep bonds going also. So I think he's a very good friend. और भी रहेगा मेरा friend. He's very sweet, very sweet.
One of the fans has also asked that you had a negative opinion about Tejaswi while you were in the Bigg Boss house. Now that you guys are out of the house, has it changed? See,
me and Teju didn't in the house. See, if you understand in Bigg Boss, a lot of things are said to everybody. Everyone's fighting, everyone's shouting, everyone's bickering. मैं जब show से बाहर आया था, मैंने वही चीज वहां रखी थी. I met Teju at an event. I met her on the Nagins, and everything's fine between me and Teju. There's no animosity whatsoever. And at the end, she's Karan's girlfriend, and I have to respect her also. Not because I'm just respecting her, she's Karan's girlfriend, but she's Karan's girlfriend. But for me, she's done nothing personally bad to me. And in this show, मैं सब लड़ाई करते यार. I have nothing against Teju at all. And I know she's nothing against me also. In fact, we met in an event, we're laughing also. Nagins were laughing. So I think everyone has just left. जो चीज था हमने show में रखा है, हम बाहर आए तो सब लोगों ने.
And lastly, now that Bigg Boss is done, Khatron Ke Khiladi is done, will you be participating in Lockup next year?
I don't know. I actually have no idea if they approach me. I might think about it, but Lockup is a very tough show. I think it's more tougher than Bigg Boss. So I don't know, but let's see. I'm not saying no to nothing at the moment. There's a lot of work coming my way at the moment. I'm glad Touchwood is coming there, but at the moment, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with Lockup.
Thank you so much, Rajiv, for joining us. It was wonderful talking to you.
My pleasure.
All the very best.
Thank you so much. Take care. God bless. God bless. Thank you so much. Hi, this is Rajiv Adatia, and you're watching on News 18 Showsha. Please like, click, and subscribe.